Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I have a very short shoulder mobility flow for you. So we'll start with a really quick warm up and then move through our standing sequence one time through on both sides, really waking up the shoulders, creating space here, and hopefully feeling a little bit more fluid by the end of our practice together today. So we will start in a wide-legged child's pose, bringing those big toes together, knees wide apart. Just allow yourselves to settle in here, fully arriving, maybe walking those hands out a little bit further on your mat and allowing that forehead to connect to the earth. And just breathing here, starting to intentionally send those inhales in through your nose as you feel the belly push away from the tops of those thighs. And exhale out through the mouth. Feel it soften back down with those hips sinking closer to your heels. Just noticing how your body feels, where there might be any tension or stiffness, and can you start to send your breath through these areas? Two more collective breaths. We inhale in through the nose. And exhale out. Nice and slow. On the next inhale, slowly and deeply send that breath in through your nose. And at your fullest point, take a little straw sip in of air through your mouth. Hold it. And exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Adding some gentle movements in here, planting through the palms, beginning to peel your forehead off the mat. As we inhale, tuck that chin to chest, round through your spine, into your tabletop. And right away, exhale, sink those hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Finding this two more times. We inhale, round through your spine, into tabletop. And exhale, sink it right back into your child's pose. Last time, inhale, tabletop. And exhale, child's pose. This time we inhale into tabletop to stay. Find those knees below your hips, hands come beneath your shoulders. Coming into thread the needle here, planting through that left hand, we inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. And as we exhale, thread that right arm behind the left and hover it over the ground here. Inhale, we reach it up. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, we reach. And exhale, thread. This time, allow your right shoulder and right temple to connect to the mat. Breathing here. Maybe that left hand stays where it is, or maybe you reach it up and around your lower back. Inhale. And exhale, bring that hand back in front of your nose, beneath your left shoulder. Planting through that left hand, we inhale, reach that right arm up one final time. And exhale, we return to our tabletop. Finding this on the opposite side, planting through that right hand. This time we inhale, left arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach. And exhale, thread. And this time, allow that left shoulder and left temple to connect to the mat. Right hand can stay where it is, or maybe you reach it up and around your lower back. One inhale here. And on the exhale, return that right hand in front of your nose if it's not already there. Planting through that right hand, we inhale, reach it, left arm up to the sky. And exhale, find your tabletop. And from here, before we move into our downward facing dog, allow the eyes to soften and just find any gentle fluid movement that feels good here. Maybe you come into some cat and cows, or maybe from here, you begin to drop the hips back towards the heels, finding any circular motion, this intuitive movement to wake up the body. Listening to those internal cues and letting them be stronger than my external ones. One more breath of movement here. And on the exhale, we'll meet in a neutral spine in tabletop. From here, we tuck those toes, inhale, exhale, send those hips up and back for your first downward dog of this practice. Maybe pedal out the feet here. Add a bend to those knees if the hamstrings are feeling tight. 2 breaths here in your downward dog. Just noticing how this pose feels in your body at the beginning of our practice. Exhaling out any air, any heat we don't need. And when you're ready, gazing forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet to the top of the mat. We inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep it up. Palms touch at the top. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Moving right into our standing sequence. Feet are hip width distance. Flutter those eyes open as we inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back into your high plank. Shift that weight forward. We lower halfway down. Untuck those toes. Inhale into your back bend of choice. And exhale into your downward facing dog. 1 breath here. And on your next inhale, right leg reaches up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps between those hands at the top of the mat. Left foot seals 45 degrees, setting up for our warrior 1 stance. We inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, settle into your Virabhadrasana 1. Squaring those hips to the front of the mat. Spine is long, gazing forward. We inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, interlace those hands behind your back. We inhale to pull the chest and chin towards the sky. And from here, exhale into your humble warrior. Allowing that torso to drop on the inside of that right thigh. Gazing back at that left big toe. 1 more breath here. Exhale, sink a little deeper in if you can. And on the next inhale, releasing those hands, sweep them right back up. And we exhale, find your warrior 1. From here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we open warrior 2. From here, maybe you inhale to roll those shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, drop them down as we sink deeper into that front knee. Gazing at my right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching that right palm forward, we inhale to flip it. Exhale, we reverse our warrior. Breathing here, inhaling to lengthen that right side of the body. Exhaling, bending deeper into that front knee. Inhale here, we lengthen. Exhale, return, warrior 2. 1 breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Again, we reach that right palm forward. Inhale, flip. Exhale, we reverse. Inhale, lengthening that right side of the body. Exhale, we return. Warrior 2. 1 breath. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach that palm. We flip it. Exhale, we reverse. Inhale to lengthen. And as we exhale this time, find that right forearm on top of that right thigh, coming into your extended side angle. Maybe gazing at that left hand. A few different options here. I can keep my forearm where it is, or maybe I drop my right hand down on the inside of my right foot, reaching long with my left. Maybe I find a bind, reaching my right hand underneath my right thigh with my left hand behind my lower back, binding my hands here, gazing down. Or maybe, if it's accessible, reaching my arms long in front of me. Wherever you are, you choose. One more breath. And on your exhale, wherever you are, find that right hand on the inside of that right foot. And from here, we'll inhale, really pull that left shoulder open. And as we exhale, look to plant that left hand next to the right, rotating on the ball of your back foot so that we square our hips to the front of the mat. Finding your lizard lunge, right side. Maybe you come down onto the palms. Find some gentle hip circles here. Your variation, your fullest expression of this pose. Maybe you want to go a little deeper, find yourself on those forearms. Blocks are an option to create space if you have them. Wherever you are, one more breath here. And wherever your next exhale is, finding yourself with your palms planted on the inside of that right foot. And from here, planting through that left hand, we inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky. Exhale to stay for that gentle twist. Maybe finding a gentle wrist circle out here. And from here, we inhale to lengthen. And as we exhale, a bit of a funky transition here, we're going to turn to the left side of our mat. So we inhale, pull that right shoulder open, and exhale, seal that back foot, that left foot down 45 degrees, finding your right side Skandasana. So maybe that foot stays sealed, or maybe you come up on the heel. Breathing here in our right side Skandasana. Allow yourself to adjust, find something that feels comfortable. And from here, planting that left hand down, we inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread and hover. 2 more times. We inhale to reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach. And exhale, find Anjali Mudra. Hands come to your heart center. 1 breath of stillness here. And from here, on the next inhale, we push ourselves up to our star pose. And right away, exhale over to our left side Skandasana. This time, that right hand plants. We inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, we thread and hover. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Last time, inhale, reach. And exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Hands come to your heart center. 1 breath of stillness here. And on your next inhale, we push up to our star pose. Hands interlace behind the back on your exhale. Inhale to send those hips forward, gentle back bend. Pull your chest towards the sky. And as we exhale, find your wide-legged forward fold. Hands can stay in the bind if this feels good, or maybe you drop them down to the mat. Playing around with a few other variations here. My invitation to you is to walk those hands over towards the left ankle. Right hand grabs the outer left ankle, and we inhale, reach that left hand up to the sky. And exhale, walk your hands through center, over towards the right. This time that left hand grabs a hold of the outer right ankle. And we inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky. And exhale, return to center for a moment of stillness here. Maybe you add blocks to create space, allowing your head to rest to the floor. Breathing here intentionally as you do. And wherever your next exhale is, find those hands below your shoulders. We'll inhale here, halfway lift, flat back. And as we exhale, begin to walk those hands over towards that right foot, framing the right foot at the top of the mat. From here, we inhale, lengthen. And as we exhale, send that left leg up to the sky, finding your standing splits. Your variation, trying to be as light in the hands as possible. Head is heavy. One more breath in. And exhale, left foot steps to meet the right at the top of the mat, and we fold. On your next inhale, sweeping those arms up first, we find our chair pose in the exhale. Arms reaching long, palms facing one another, gazing between them. And on your next inhale, pressing through your right standing foot, we bring that left knee up to our chest. Left arm reaches under the right. Find your eagle arms, clasping those palms. And left leg tucks over the right. Maybe you can curl those left toes behind that right ankle. Breathing here in your eagle pose. Trying to reach those elbows up just a little bit higher, tucking the tailbone. Embrace the wobbles if they're there. One more breath in. And exhale, we unwind, folding forward here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, and move through your optional vinyasa. Or find your way right back into downward facing dog. From here, just taking one breath to reset before we find the same sequence on the left side. Maybe pedal out your feet. Use this time to recalibrate, reset. And on our next inhale, we'll send that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it between those hands at the top of your mat, sealing that right foot down 45 degrees. We inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, settle into your warrior one. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, we interlace those hands behind our back. Inhale to pull your chin and chest towards the sky. And exhale, find your humble warrior. This time the torso is dropping on the inside of that left thigh. We're gazing back at that right big toe. Bending through that left knee. 2 more breaths here. You're so strong. And on that next inhale, releasing the hands, sweep the arms back up. Warrior one. Squaring the hips to the front of the mat. We inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, we open. Warrior two. Again, maybe we inhale to roll those shoulders up to the ears. And exhale to soften and sink into that left front knee. Gazing at my left hand this time. And from here, we inhale to reach that left palm forward, flip it. Exhale, reverse your warrior. This time, inhaling to feel that left side of the body expanding. Exhaling, sinking into that left knee a little deeper if possible. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, we return, warrior two. 1 breath in and a breath out. Reaching that left palm forward, we inhale to flip. Exhale, we reverse. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to stay. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, finding your warrior two. Breathing through any areas of tension here. Inhale, we reach that palm forward to flip it. Exhale, we reverse. Inhale to lengthen here. And this time as we exhale, find that left forearm on the top of that left thigh. opening into our extended side angle pose. Again, honoring this side might be different than the other and knowing that that's okay. Your variation here may be finding that left hand on the inside of that left foot, playing around with a bind. Your choice for 2 more breaths. And wherever your next exhale is, finding that left hand on the inside of that left foot. And we inhale to pull that right shoulder open one more time. And as we exhale, begin to plant that right hand next to the left, rotating on the ball of my right foot to square the hips and finding myself in a low lizard lunge on the left side. Again, playing around here, maybe some gentle hip circles. Maybe stillness, maybe you drop that back knee, or maybe you even come down onto the forearms. Again, listening to those internal cues. What is your body asking of you? One more breath. And wherever your next exhale is, find those palms planted on the inside of that left foot, lifting that back knee if it was down, and planting through that right hand on the next inhale. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale to stay for this gentle twist. Inhale here to lengthen, and as we exhale, rotating to the right side of our mat this time, sealing that right foot down as we do, and finding our left side Skandasana. Again, your variation. Maybe your foot stays sealed, or maybe you lift the toes. And from here, finding those thread the needles we found in the beginning, planting that right hand down. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hands come to your heart center. One moment here of stillness. And on the next inhale, pushing yourself up to your star pose. And exhaling right back down into your right side Skandasana. Left hand plants this time. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, thread and hover. One more time. We inhale, lengthen. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands at your heart center for one breath. And on your next inhale, pushing yourself up to your star pose. Exhaling to interlace those hands behind your back. Inhale, gentle back bend, send the hips forward, open the chest to the sky. And exhaling, wide-legged forward fold. Again, your choice to keep your hands binded here, or maybe you drop them down. Maybe if you'd like to invite that movement we found on the first side, walking those hands over to the left foot, right hand grabs a hold of that left ankle. We inhale, left arm up to the sky. And exhale, walking through center over towards the right. Left hand grabs a hold of the outer right ankle, and we inhale, reach the right hand up to the sky. And exhale, back through center. Maybe walking those hands behind you, palms planted, fingertips facing away, head is heavy. One breath. And wherever your next exhale is, finding those hands below your shoulders. We inhale here, halfway lift, flat back. And as we exhale, walk those hands over to frame that left foot. Inhaling here, exhaling, finding your standing splits as you kick that right leg up to the sky. Again, trying to be as light as you can in the hands. Head is heavy. One more breath in. And exhale, right foot steps to meet the left at the top of the mat. Inhaling, reaching those arms up. Exhaling to find your chair pose. Arms long, palms facing one another, gazing forward. And this time, as we inhale, pressing through our left standing leg, we inhale, right knee to chest. Right arm comes under the left, hands clasp, and right leg comes over the top of that left thigh, binding into your eagle pose. Again, if it's too much for those toes to wrap around the left calf, maybe you just keep them planted here on the outside of that left foot. Finding your variation. Elbows reaching up, feeling those shoulder blades pulling apart. One more inhale. And as you exhale, open and unwind, folding forward here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, move through an optional vinyasa. Or right back in to your downward facing dog. And from here, dropping down onto the knees, untucking those toes, let the hips sink back towards the heels. Forehead connects to the mat. And just allow yourself to breathe here. Allowing your mind to absorb everything your body has just done throughout this practice with me today. And from here, just inviting any final movement if you'd like to join me. Peeling that forehead off the mat and beginning to walk your hands over to the right side. Maybe they come off the mat and that's okay. And then maybe that left hand falls on top of the right. We inhale here, feel that left side of the body open and expand. And exhale, maybe you drop that head between your arms. Sinking that left hip a little closer to your left heel. Inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to soften. One more breath here. And slowly, when you're ready, moving through center over towards the left side of your mat this time. Right hand might fall on top of the left. We inhale, feeling the right side of the body lengthen and expand. And exhaling, dropping your head between your arms here. Maybe sinking that right hip a little closer to the right heel this time. Again, inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to soften. One more breath. And then begin to walk back through center. Resting here. And only if and when you're ready to join me, beginning to walk your hands towards your body, bringing those shoulders over the hips, closing the legs together, and allowing your weight to shift to one side, sweeping those legs out in front of you. And then from here, just finding a comfortable seated position, maybe a cross-legged Sukhasana, maybe the legs just stay out long where they are. Allowing your eyes to soften here. Hands can come onto the thighs or the knees. And we'll end our class today with 3 collective breaths. So if you'd like to join me, as we inhale, send that next breath in through the nose. Maybe you pull the shoulders up to the ears as you do. And at your fullest point, taking a straw sip in of air. And exhaling to release. Let it all go. Again, through the nose, inhaling in a little bit slower this time. Again, maybe those shoulders come up to the ears as you do. At your fullest point, another straw sip in of air through the mouth. One more baby sip. And exhale. Let it go. This time, adding our final movement, inhaling, reaching those arms up and overhead, nice and slow, deep breath in. And once the palms touch overhead, take your final straw sip in of air and exhale out through the mouth as you draw your hands down. Thumb knuckles come to your third eye center, releasing everything here. If you'd like to join me, together we bow forward in honor of ourselves, in honor of each other, and in honor of this beautiful practice we all continue returning to, called yoga. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this flow. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Leave any comments or feedback below, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.